When referring to Bình Dương, people will think of a province in southeast of Vietnam where many industrial estates have been sprung up recently. It appears that the industrialization in this province has step-by-step lot of local long-standing craft villages like wood sculpture, lacquer paintings, ceramics, and notably handcrafted pottery. In fact, handcrafted pottery has existed in Bình Dương for over 150 years. At present, there are nearly 200 potteries and porcelain factories, the majority of which are located in Thuận Giao Commune, Thuận An District, Tân Uyên District, and Thủ Dầu Một City. Amongst these, Daihungpottery is the oldest one that maintains most of the traditional craft of making earthenware water jars. Due to an acquaintance's instruction, we finally managed to get to Daihungpottery, the most ancient one specializing in water jars in Tân Bình Hiệp Ward, Thủ Dầu Một City. In front of the pottery, we could see two rows of buff water jars brightly glittering in the sunlight and friendly welcoming visitors to their homeland. Daihung water jars appeared in Bình Dương in the 19th century and was first owned by the Chinese. Experiencing many upheavals and historical incidents, there have been 5 generations of ownership of Daihungpottery so far. The fifth and also current owner is Mr. Bùi Văn Giang, who has been the pottery manager for 25 years. In the era of industrialization and modernization, many other potteries in Bình Dương have quickly taken the initiative in mechanizing manufacturing process. However, Mr. Damse still upholds the traditional mode of production at Daihung. All production places still require handiwork except for the phase of clay grinding. Production of each piece of pottery is a whole process of combination all 5 elements: metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. Clay collected from many places in Bình Dương such as Bến Cát and Tân Uyên is then ground, soaked in water for 5 to 7 hours to make it soft before putting it in soil grinders for grinding, laminating, and cutting into square pieces. Next, craftsmen arrange those pieces in heaps and start stamping to make them adhesive. At this step, clay is cut into pieces of different thickness depending on what kind of products they are making, and then shaped into molds to create tops, bodies, or bottoms of jars before craftsmen draw and assemble them for completed product. Jars are wet until they get hot, and after that glazed with enamel. This enamel used by Daihungpottery is special because it's made from natural ingredients including ashes, sludge, or lime. Thanks to the non-chemical ingredients of the enamel, the pottery's products have their own natural, unique colors, which are believed to be better than any kind of plastic products, especially in keeping water and making fish sauce. Then, jars are brought into kilns fired by wood, and when the enamel outside melted glittering, craftsmen pull the fire out to cool the jars off and take them outside. During the production, baking plays the most decisive role in the process. Since its being born, Daihungpottery uses a system of the hill climbing kilns built on a slope that had totally 15 ones constructed with cock-shaped structure for baking raw pottery. On the top, bricks are put brokenly or egg-shapedly to create a dome structure, which is usually called bow or a chamber. With this system, flame from the bottom could move upwards easily through the other higher kilns. It's essential that bakers should have sharp eyes so that they're able to make the most difficult decision when firing should be stopped. Normally, bakers must be trained at least 1 year before taking the job to make sure that they have enough experience to work well. Usually it takes 4 to 5 hours to bake one kiln, and after 3 days, all potteries are available to be taken out. Daihung's products are mainly jars with different sizes such as lu, hu, khap. Besides, they also make chimneys. Although potters there follow the traditional production process including grinding clay, building molds, and using wood-burning traditional kilns, Daihung jars are popular because of its high quality plus reasonable price. Every day, around 300 products of all kinds which are greatly consumed in western provinces and even Cambodia and Thailand by water and road transport. These products are very useful for daily lives of people working in agriculture and fisheries such as containing water, potting plants, and sometimes used as an ornament. Mr. Tam and all potters there are really hospitable to visitors. Thanks to all ceaseless efforts of Mr. Tamzen to preserve the traditional culture, Daihung Pottery was certified as a provincial-level historic relic by People's Committee of Binzan Province in July 2005. In the near future, Daihung Pottery will be developed as a tourist destination, helping national people, especially students with the knowledge about one of the Vietnamese traditional handicrafts, as well as introducing it overseas. Coming to Daihung Pottery, besides the knowledge you get from the very friendly potters here, you can have chance to be a potter, making some pretty things yourself as a funny experience here. A one-day visit to Daiheng Pottery does not seem to be enough for us to discover all the sophistication in each jar into which the assiduous craftsmen here have put all their effort. Standing among jars proudly posturing in the bright sunlight, we can feel a breath of every single grain of clay gently gasping in the wind.